Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk for just a couple minutes about Mom Uncharted. She recently said something that I have been saying myself, and I felt so validated hearing it from her. I think it's very important, especially with the conversation of anti-family vlogger growing on social media. So I just want her video to echo what I have said, and I want y'all to sound out down below. How do you feel about this? Am I being too much by having this stance? Is this like not that big of a deal? Nevertheless, it's not going to be a very long video, but it is a very important one. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright, you guys, so I am pretty sure that we are all familiar with Sarah. If you consume anti-family vlogger content or anything about kids being used for content, I'm pretty sure that you know who Sarah is. Her username is Mom Uncharted, and I've mentioned her a few times in previous videos. Right now she has 295,000 followers, just over that, and she put out a couple of videos that I'm going to share with y'all. Something that I've said for the longest time is people that are anti-family vlogger, to me, that should mean that you care about the privacy of children. If you're making content around kids being used for content is bad, let's talk about it, then you should not be showing those children on video, because you're literally defeating the purpose of protecting children. The conversations are important, but the kids' privacy is super important. Criticize the parents, blur out the kids' faces. That's all that I've said my entire time covering family vloggers. If there is something that is so detrimental and embarrassing, trim your video, edit your video, and for the love of God, blur kids' faces. So first I want to play this video that was posted on the 13th, and she's talking about another commentary channel called House Drama. I have seen this girl a few times on my For You page. Don't follow her, don't care to, just never really connected with her as a creator. But she discusses family vloggers, and Sarah, Mom Uncharted, decided to say, let's protect kids. That is the message of being anti-family vlogger. And what did House Drama do? Blocked Sarah. Typical coward move. I'm not surprised at all by that, to be quite frank. Usually, you know, people, even if you come from a loving stance and a speaking easy and being nice about it, it still like makes some people just crumble and they have to block you because they can't even handle it. I've seen it for 4 years now. But let's listen to the first video, and then I will play the update from Sarah.
I want to offer my thoughts on this comment and all the other comments that say blur the child's face. And I'm doing so because this is a lesson I have personally learned. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Sarah, better known as Mom Uncharted on here. And I have exclusively been talking about these topics on this app for almost 3 years. I have been extremely critical of all of these accounts for some time. And I have learned a lot of lessons on my journey as a content creator. And one is the importance of blurring children's faces, because we as adults need to remember that these children already have their privacy invaded by their parents. Their privacy, their right to informed consent, their parents are compromising their digital safety. We do not want to perpetuate the further exploitation of children. So we need to blur their face. We need to offer them some type of anonymity when discussing things, especially when we are offering commentary and critique on things that we disagree with, on videos that we think are inappropriate. It is not fair for the child for those videos to recirculate on other people's pages, right? Because if those parents ever have a change of heart and they delete their account or they delete the original video, well, now it's all the other adults who were talking about it and allowing those videos to recirculate without just the common courtesy of blurring a child's face. So to everybody who is talking about children on these apps, I really beg you to do the bare minimum, put an emoji on or blur the child's face, because in the grand scheme of things, it does matter.
The other thing that I want to say is that if a parent vlogger decides to remove their kids from social media, that idea, the number one person I think about is Maya Knight. Maya Knight still has her kids in videos, but she never shows their faces, and she goes out of her way to make sure that her children's identities are fully protected from content that she is making. Even if it's parenting style content, her kids' faces are not in the videos. And that is the number one ask of being anti-family vlogger, is please just make all the parenting content you want. Don't embarrass your kids and don't show them on video. And Maya Knight has done that. And back when I was covering Maya Knight, I've stood up for her before when I felt that she was being treated unfairly. You know, I have always try to cover people with all fairness and as respectful as I can within reason. So Maya Knight did that, and everybody that made Maya Knight videos showing her girls, Maya made the change. The other content is still floating around out there. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, all of these places uploading content, not protecting her kids. She actually did the thing that everybody is asking her to do, and all of that other content is still floating around out there. So either way, let's get into the second video, and she shares that house drama is doubling down in the comment section after she blocked Mom Uncharted. So let's listen to this one, and then I will give my final thoughts.
My thoughts on this comment and all the other comments that say blur the child's face. That creator blocked me, and frankly, I'm a little surprised and disappointed, but I do think it speaks to a bigger topic of discussion that I would like to address. But before I get into that, I just want to say that don't send that creator any hate. They have a right to block whoever they want, right? Protect your peace. But I will say, if you are blocking a child advocate who has built an entire platform around calling out child exploitation on social media, who is merely offering you a lesson I learned and some advice, and I thought a really nice and kind way, well, I think that speaks to what your true intention is. And that's what I would like to discuss, because right now there are a few different controversies happening online in regard to children being exploited. And I'm all for calling it out and spreading awareness and having these conversations. But there seems to be two streams of people doing this. One stream are individuals who are putting the well-being and safety of the child at the forefront by doing the bare minimum and blurring those images of children they are talking about. They do this to not perpetuate the further exploitation of the child they are referring to and not having those original images recirculate online, right? But there seems to be a different stream of people who seem to be, and I apologize for using this word because I personally hate it, but clout chasing. They're hopping on trending topics and controversies while not putting the child first, right? Because resharing those images in their original format, well, it garners more likes and more views because these accounts are big and videos with kids trend more. So they're getting likes and views and they're going viral. And that's exactly what happened with this video. So in my opinion, I think by blocking me, it shows your true intent is to get a viral video, not to help or assist the child being exploited online.
You know, editing a video to blur a child's face literally takes just moments. It doesn't take that much. And if you care and you care about children and you want to make this content talking about family vloggers, you should be okay with taking those couple extra seconds to literally just put a blur over the kid's face. If you want to show a clip for context, put a blur over the kid's face. The only child, to my knowledge, that I can think of right now that I have used unblurred content of was with Jordan Cheyenne manipulating her son to cry on a vlog. And I felt like that was absolutely vital to the situation because it was all in his face. It wasn't in the words that were being spoken. It was all in his face. And that situation with her manipulating him and doing that pissed me off so badly. I did break my own rules for that situation, but 99.99999% of the time the kids' faces should be blurred. And she left a comment here that Sarah did and said, I don't like I don't like and stay far away from conflict and controversy, but seeing people use exploited children as a way to obtain virality on these apps needs to be called out. And I say bravo. Fully agree, Sarah. I fully agree with Sarah, and I think that she is I think that she is one of the good ones. And I've said before, I think Sarah is too nice to some of these family vloggers, because a lot of times she will use videos and not even say the parent's name, or, you know, tell us like these parents are bad. So I think that she's too nice at times. It's important to have people like Sarah in this conversation, because there are clout chasers and people who are using a really strong message and not standing by that with their own morals, because they have no morals and they just want the clicks and the views. And I think that people like Sarah really even out the playing field to make sure that this conversation is being had with people that have morals, ethics, and actually care about the content that they're making, and not just the money that they're going to be making from the content once it's published. It's vital, in my opinion. So that's the situation for today. Tell me how y'all feel about this down below. Do you follow Sarah? Do you follow House Drama? How do you feel about all of this? But I felt like it was a really important message, and it validated my emotions around it. So I figured I would share it with y'all. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.